All right, thank you so much for that, Eva. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau expected to release details about the federal government's vaccine policy today. Trudeau expected to provide information on how the mandate will be enforced and when it will go into effect. Reports say federal employees working from home will also be subject to this new policy, and anyone refusing to get vaccinated without a medical exemption will be placed on unpaid leave. And we are also expecting details when it comes to mandatory vaccinations for domestic travel. Trudeau and Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland will be providing an update at 11 o'clock this morning. We'll stream that one on our website, citynews.ca. We're also going to get some reaction with our Tammy Sutherland. That is coming up at 7. Well, police and fire crews continue to investigate a 3-alarm fire that started last night in North York. It's the big one. Large flames you can see here shooting out of a home under construction on Old Colony Road. This is near Bayview, just before 10 last night. Now, reports that these flames were visible from the 401. No injuries reported here, but some neighbors did self-evacuate while crews battled this one. The division commander, crew on scene, saying the fire difficult to tackle because of the size of this home.
There are some water issue problems. It's a very large home. And we're bringing, as you can see from the trucks spread all around, we're bringing water, relay pumping water through different vehicles from adjoining streets to try and get enough water on this fire to get it out.
Let's get you back to a live look at the scene this morning. They still have Old Colony Road blocked off. Crews say a corner of this home actually collapsed during the fire, and they're still looking at some hot spots. So they will be staying on scene for some time. We'll let you know if there are any other major traffic issues. Well, police say a building in Etobicoke must be torn down immediately after a portion of the interior wall collapsed yesterday evening. So police say they received a call about this unoccupied 8-story building near Bloor in the East Mall just after 5 o'clock last night. Toronto fire officials say the structure suffering some type of interior collapse, and demolition crews began tearing down a portion of this building just after 9:30 last night, and more work on it expected today. No reports of any injuries. Officials have yet to determine the cause of that initial collapse. A CityNews viewer is saying residents of the nearby Valhalla condo community are unable to return to their units at this point. Well, a verdict is expected today in the trial of a Toronto teacher charged in connection to a drowning of a student on a school trip. Nicholas Mills, a teacher at C.W. Jeffreys Collegiate in North York, was supervising a trip to Algonquin Park in July 2017 when 15-year-old Jeremiah Perry disappeared in the lake. His body was found the next day by police divers. Mills has pleaded not guilty to criminal negligence causing death. The prosecution argues Mills allowed Perry, who they say couldn't swim, in the water without a life jacket. The defense says the Crown has not been able to prove beyond reasonable doubt that Perry couldn't swim. Also to the courts now, the man who police say intentionally ran down a Muslim family in London last spring will be back in court after his case adjourned for 2 weeks. 20-year-old Nathaniel Veltman has been charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of attempted murder. The attack last June killed 4 people, and police allege it was motivated by Islamophobia. His court appearance set for 9:15 this morning. One person is in custody after a student stabbed at a North York high school yesterday. This happening at George S. Henry Academy around 1:30 in the afternoon. The victim checked themselves into hospital, but was later transferred to a trauma center to be treated for a stab wound to the abdomen. He is expected to survive. Police say the suspect, believed to be a student at the school, and classes are scheduled to resume today. Extra staff and counselors will be on hand for support. All right, 6:09 is what we're sitting at right now, and it may not be the best morning to fill up those tanks. GTA gas prices hitting a record high once again, and everyone wants to know when it's going to come on down. Mike Eppel, he'll have that answer next.